All right. Going to be a lonely one today, and that's okay. I am in a really good mood today. And I wasn't in a good mood yesterday because I had to have a serious, serious topic. But today, definitely not so serious, but definitely a useful topic because I am making the switch from these cameras right here, these action. This is an Action 4. Um, we've got a We've got an Action 5 somewhere. Actually, I borrowed it out. So it's not with me at the moment. But they are, hold on here. Let's get that up there. They are, ooh, wait a second. There. Oh, right there. Let's see that on. Okay. They are on their way out because I'm sick of things being not as good on the initial release. I've had that Action 5 probably, I don't know, had that Action 5 for I don't know, 3 months, 4 months. And every time I go to check out the footage, every time I go to the footage, I I'm disappointed. And that sucks when you are trying to make videos and those videos are, you know, one off. Just had a just had a ad just pop up on my phone. Go away, ad. Okay. But yeah, so that's kind of my reasoning, and then we'll go into looking at some of the what I would consider to be the specific the specific things I really like about the Insta360 line. And yeah, that's they're just right off the bat, you know right off the bat there's just too much inconsistency right now, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being a you know you can GoPro yourself to death there, Dan, but if I'm going to have to deal with the inconsistency of imaging, and right now they're experimenting. It's experimental. Yeah, yeah. GoPro has done a really good job with their consistent colors, and I think they win. I think they win that war. Um, but Insta360 has been consistent too, and GoPro has innovated. But GoPro, we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. I think I think they understand the fact that the big camera sensor is very difficult to control. They get hot. They it's just these cameras are not made to be um, warriors in all people, But this is the one thing your GoPro can't do. Okay, it can't do that. Your GoPro can't do that, and I love this. I think there's you like the I think you like the I think you like the fact that when you basically turn on a GoPro, you get what you get, right? You have a reasonable expectation for certain quality. This one does that too, and it makes your skin a little bit red, little magenta. Okay, but I'm a vlogger. I am constantly doing this crap right here, and I just gave it a I just gave it an image command I didn't know I did, and it just gave me let's see what did it do. There it is. just freaking shot a picture of me. That's you see that right there. I don't know how I did that, but I carried this camera in some really fun places last summer, and I really loved it. I smiled when I used it all day. So, and when I've got the Action 5, I I don't smile all the time. I don't smile all the time. I don't. And the other thing I really like, the other thing I really like are I love accessories. Okay, I love all the little doodads you can connect to a camera, and Insta360 has an unlimited amount of doodadery. Okay, so I haven't put the purchase order in yet. Okay, I haven't gone full on and got the Big Daddy because I'm actually thinking about getting. And I think Dan, I think you'd be proud of me if I did this. Okay, I'm not going full tilt with the I don't think it's to get the Ace Pro 2 right now is the good choice. I think I'm going to go with the Ace Pro because it really has everything that the Ace Pro 2 has. It's $100 cheaper. We're really going to be close to an Ace Pro 3. You know that's coming. So I've been to the clouds with my cameras and to the bottom of the ocean with my cameras. Yeah. Yep. Yes, he has. Let's see if we can get. There we go. I want to get Dan's. I want to get the chats on there. So yeah, I just. I'm glad you're on, Dan, because I'm kind of in a. I'm in discussion mode right now. I'm just in talk mode. I just just chill mode finally. But guys, I still am with the Evil Empire. This is DJI. We're on DJI today. We are we are using the mic mini. I am contemplating a couple things there, Danny boy. By the way, I did get a new bike and I've been riding it and I really like it. I've got a little step through bike which has been really fun. It's got like a whole bunch of accessories, for like lots of different cargo carrying baskets and stuff. It's pretty cool. And I was in line for another scooter like the one that you showed me, and they pulled the wool right under my they pulled the wool from my eyes. I don't know what they did. They they threw me in the they threw me under the bus. So basically they only have so many products for review and I got thrown under the bus. Yeah. Go the thing about GoPros, you can just throw it on a you can throw it on a bike, you can throw it on a, on one of those harnesses. I've got all that. I got a clip-on harness because I like to carry a backpack when I'm riding. So you carry the backpack, you put the clip on, and then you can take it off and then do the adjustment and put it back on. I kind of like that too. So, but I'm like I said, I'm really a fan of this camera and the features in it and the usability and the simplicity of it. Like I said, I thought the sound was really good. And I really didn't do much work. And that's to me, if a camera is good, it's going to be good all the time. And I'm not going to work at all when it, I don't want to be a camera guru. I just want it to work. I want to turn it on and blog. So 50 projectors. You don't want any. Uh, I kind of like the one, the projector that looks kind of like like one of those lights that used to hang down, the one that's round and white, and then it's kind of just unique. So, but yeah, I am gonna go probably with an Ace Pro or an Ace Pro 2. Right now you can get a an Ace Pro 2 for 419, and the Ace Pro standard is 250. And that, guys, that is so, that price is so good. But this is the Ace standard. We don't want that. No, 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 no. Right there. No, 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 no. We don't want the Ace. We want the Ace Pro. Right there. It's that's 364. It's cheaper than that. Let me see if I can find it. Here's a couple of them. These prices are all too high. Three you can get an Ace Pro 2 for 399 for just the camera bundle. There's a 319 that's a little high. I think you can get it for two something. I am almost sure you can get it for two something right now. So I'm really there's a 269 right there. No features. So you can get one on the used market, but no accessories. I already got enough of those. So the other thing if you have to do a DJI camera, just get the Action 4 because you see that price in front of me right there, $200. It's like buying a used GoPro, and this thing does everything the Action 5 does, and it's very close. It doesn't have the harsh colors. You turn it on, it does good standard, vlogging mode. If I had to just strap this onto a camera mount right now and just go out and vlog, I could do that without getting tortured with the video quality. Just not happy with their HDR, really not. And I'm very curious. Okay, the other thing, we get into oh, I don't know if I can find the uh I'm trying to let me just get to I'm gonna do a quick search here for um um just another huge reason, okay? Go Ace Pro 2 and then go vertical, okay? Vertical mount, that kind of thing. Um they've got this little doodad right there, and you can mount your camera like this right here. So you got this vertical and horizontal mount right there. Now the advantage of that is you can do your vertical content. I know you can do it with the Action 5. This thing it gives you the full screen, guys. You notice these glasses I got on here? I'm just so sick of squinting to look at stuff. I need to see if it's properly exposed. So I've been doing a lot of just, research. You can mount it on there's the mount for the helmet. So that Dan would be happy about that. You got the vertical helmet mount. So you can do the vertical content. Guys, I've got to do more vertical. I really like this guy here too, by the way. He's a lot of fun to watch. But if I'm going to make this switch, um, that's going to be it. Now, um, I do have a reviewer model of I do have a reviewer model of this puppy right here. Um, and there's a lot of great things about it. So this is the X4, okay? So the X4 is all good and wonderful, but and like I said, you got the full screen, you got the vertical content, you got all that stuff. But you get the optic issue, okay? Um, you also get the issue that you have to process it, and it gives you that extra step. Now, if you go directly to the phone, which you can, there's just a lot of like this thing eats the battery power. But I really like it. It's fun. If I have a lot, if I want to take a okay, if I want to just go out and dink around and I want good video, I'm going to take a normal action camera. And then I'm going to take this with me for the fun footage. I'm just going to, put it in the back, just mess around with it. But I'm not going to count on this. Um, and that's the problem with that camera is I can't count on it. And then, um, you get into you get into the fact that you just you're worried. I just want to go out and shoot and have fun. So Just want to go out, shoot, have fun, like eat cookies. That looks pretty good. Color actually looks good. That's the pink cookie. All right. Another thing. Let's go and look for the other item that I really like. You still have to pay $500 for a 1 inch 361R with the 1 inch camera mod. It is almost is $550 still. Wow, that is so expensive. And I don't think you can buy that core module. Okay. So you guys that know anything about Insta360, you're talking about this thing right here. This is the 1 inch camera mod, and that is like worth its weight in gold. That's why people that, but it's a Leica lens and it's 1 inch. So the color and footage is phenomenal. But you got the old module, which you can now buy. That little core module now is about 120. But look at all the gadgets. Isn't that cool? Cool, cool, cool. Okay, now going down another pathway here is I've got to also replace like one of my webcams. I got this year I got to do at least one webcam change. And I'm really looking at the Link 2. I'm very happy with Kai's Link camera. I and I'm really looking at the Link 2 because I slide over to my bench and then I slide back. That will keep my image in the center of the frame. You see how if I slide over here right now, I go over. If I had the link, if I had the Link 2, it would slide with me. And I'd like that. I'd like that. It's 199. I'm hoping maybe it goes down to a 179 price point, maybe hoping. So it's just looks I like the image quality. I don't lose anything with it. So definitely interested in the Link, you know, as also a successor to my Logitech Brio. Um, the only other option I would have would be to go to a second Brio camera. So, all right, let's say hi to some people in here. All righty. All right. Mustang pilot, yeah, you gotta love the camera line. The lineup is just really interesting. If you're gonna try you want to try a 360, I don't know if I'd go to the X2, I'd go to the X3 right here for 379. The X3 has a lot of the same ability that my camera has. The X4, you don't really lose much. And I've been really, once again, the colors with the lens and and then the processing, it seems to be okay. It's just not phenomenal. And I just, I mean, this thing here gives me better footage, I think, if you just use this and put it up next to the other one. And I mean, you're not getting as many pixels. And yes, there are ways of processing your footage, but it's just too much work. I don't want to work. It's bad enough you gotta, everyone, you gotta go and, you know, look at that. Look at that. You already gotta do enough work, right? There's the 1 inch 360 edition in the mod. 799. You stick 1 inch camera lenses on there and to get the really good footage, and that's what happens. Um, but I'm looking for some deals. I'm gonna see if I can find me a Ace Pro. Um, I want either a fire sale on an Ace Pro one, or I'm just going to buy the standard Ace Pro 2. The Ace Pro 2 is, it's got dual processors in it. It's got an AI processor, um, to help it, work. to help it get through the processing of the footage. So you're not just, hammering whatever you're getting the film footage for. It can come out in a state where it's already really good. I'm not too worried about the low light issue. I'm looking at daylight balance, and this one here gives you pretty good daylight balance because it's not trying to HDR you. So I'm just looking for another camera now. All right, let's be real here. I have not replaced my Pocket 3. The Pocket 3 is still my main go-to. I'm looking for an action that can go in the water, that can replace my excuse me, that can replace the Pocket. The Pocket's still king. There's nothing that's replaced the king. You can't replace 1 inch. Okay, that is the gold standard uh, of video. Possum is in the house. How you doing, Possum? Sorry about my downer of a stream yesterday. I really apologize for that because I was going through but we're not going through that today, and that's where it's ending. So yeah, we are thinking about adding a Insta360, putting a Link 2 camera in my stream. Probably my main camera will be Link 2. We'll take the Brio and put it in my. We'll take the Brio and replace it with the Logitech that goes there. I mean, that's really good if you really look at it. This is the actually the Logitech camera that I bought, and I mean, look at that. I mean, that is really good. I don't even know why I want to even replace that. This I'm going to talk myself out of it. Guys, if you saw how dark it is in this room and how well that is being lit right now, but that is the Logitech camera that was made. We had it was created for streaming, for it's a 330E. Um, but it was made for corporate like environments, to blend into people with different lighting, dark light, and wow. The only thing it can't do is, since the sensor is so, like, get the focus here. The sensor's so small, it really can't focus. Um, let's see here. Let me go into. You see right there where I can zoom in on me. You see how good that is? That's why the Brio is so good. The Brio is just amazing. You can go wide, and we can go narrow. Yeah, like, why don't I just buy another Brio? Because Brios are because they hold their value, and I don't get the auto. I want a camera that can move with me, so I want it to. I do need that. So far, I do. And I'm gonna do some modifications with the studio I'm working in here, but anyway, you can see that these cameras are pretty good. It's just sometimes I can, if I can upgrade, and maybe I'll take this one and move it to another place, or maybe travel with it. I don't know. So, so the Link 2 is 199. I don't think there's a better price for that. It's kind of it's a pretty stable price point. These guys, their cameras hold their water. So here's an Ace Pro 340. I really would like to find this camera closer to the 280 range. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for too much. There's a 320. You know, when you're looking for an Ace Pro, I'm looking around. Ace Pro, standard Ace Pro. There's yeah, they always try to. There's a 299. Best Buy right there. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the one I'm gonna have to buy right there. It's $100 cheaper than the Ace Pro 2, and it's pretty much the same camera, mostly. does have AI, does have the AI chip in it. The sound, it doesn't have this, it's at 48 megapixel, 1 over 1.3, 4K. Um, it does have this one doesn't have 8K. That's the only difference in this one. Does it have the, let's see, 32 feet, same thing with water. It does have a 48 megapixel shooting ability though, which is good. So it does take the really good quality single shots. Every once in a while you do that. I don't do it very often, but yeah. Um, 359. Yeah, I don't want any of those goofy things. But that is a good price. 299. I might be able to swing that. Because I'm like I said, I'm thinking about buying both cameras. Otherwise it'll be 400, it'll be 399 and a three, four, like $500 for two cameras. I replaced the webcam. That's actually a pretty good deal. Replaced my web camera and my second camera, my two camera, and and then I would sell my Action 5. I'd put that puppy up for sale. You know, that's the idea is to do that. Let's see. We see. Check out that accessory for the Neo 360. Did you the hiking? Oh, there it is. Thank you for putting the link up there. Let me check that out. Let's look at it. Okay. Okay, let's check that out. I wanna check that link. So the hiking Shibas just put up a link for us. Here, let's take that field of view out. See, this is why the Brio, this is the original Brio, the 4K Brio, probably one of the best web cameras ever made. This would be like if there was a web camera Hall of Fame, there you go. This would definitely be the one. If somebody say, I'm getting into, I just live stream, I want to buy a used camera, I'm like, right there. Either that or I'd make them buy that link. The link, not the 150 version. But these things are like $70. You can find them for real cheap. Just go find one that doesn't have a package and just make sure it's the original Logitech uh, lens and everything. So here, let me check that out. Hiking Shivas. We're going to check out your link here. I'm. Let's see here. It's on here. Let me go out of there. Hold on. What does it want me to do? Oh, interesting. I see what you're saying. Um, there. This is the doodad, the gadget. Um, I I'm not a huge fan of throwing cameras on anymore. I think we're past this, but we're gonna still look at it. It's fun. So this is basically a gadget where you can mount you take your action camera piece, you just pop it out. That's why this thing is so much fun. Is you take out your Go 3S and then you put that in that mount right there, and you get really good. You get 4K stabilized footage. So that's the benefit of this. You hit go and you're recording and it's stabilizing that recording. So to me that's simple. And I do like this mount, by the way. It looks nice. Is it a sticky pad mount, quick release? Trying to see how it would connect. I'm still waiting for my master air screw props to show up. So we're gonna be a little bit out on those. Those are coming from on a slow boat from China. But yeah, so this is a great little doodad. I agree. I like little add-ons there. It's got a little clips in there. But once again, this thing doesn't really work really well with weight, and then you get the stability issue when you throw that on there. So there's those things like that, but it is fun. I would say if you wanted to play this game, you could. I'm past that. It's a $14 fun thing. I agree. And if you're just trying to get level flight, I think that would be a good idea. Um, to me, I've got a I've got a solution for that problem. Let me show you my solution for this specific problem. I know we're in this. You're trying to say something for the Neo, okay? This is the same price, but it's a much better solution, and I guess it's less of that option. Let me just okay. So before I'm going down that road, I'm going to go down this road. Hey, same thing, but this is the freaking camera from hell on a similar platform. So yeah, this camera freaking eats up the terrain here and stabilizes like a champ. And you just got to put a big enough battery on there. So, and then this thing right out of the box, I don't have to do any adjusting to the. But I'm just saying, if we're talking Insta360, then we're out of there and throw that away. Now we can go, since we're going to stay in the same genre, you know. But yeah, I would go with. Is this ELRS? I can't remember. I don't think so. This is straight on. Yeah, this is straight on DJI, I believe. I'm wondering. No, I think that no, this is ELR. I think I do fly ELRS with that right now. So, but yeah, if you we go in here and we'll go to Insta 360 accessories. Just for fun, we'll go down this road here. um there's so many gadgets, battery gadgets, different types of mounting systems. I like this Telson mount right here for pretty much all. That's the one I was talking about, the clip. um it's really hard to find a bike mount that's any good because it's very hard to take a heavy camera and then put it out there. um that's kind of a fun little magnetic gadget right there, a little stand there. But people are really doing some fun things, different mounting systems there, chest mounts. Um, I like these right here. Now there's a lower cost version of that I use. And do I have the other piece? Where'd my where's my where's all my stuff, man? I'm looking for the my handle for that. I'll have to look around. But I have a magnetic mount. There's That's the one piece, but they make a version that's a little less expensive than the Insta360 version. We would really like a standardization of the magnetic clamp. You know, um, that would be a really cool thing that we could do. These are different car, where you got multiple suction cups. That's a really cool one. That's pretty stable. But short periods of time, just short periods of time. You throw it on your car and get that front shot. Um, get the 360 shots. These tripods, I get a lot of people trying to send those to me. It's great to get them, but it's not fun to do the video. So I don't really like doing the video on that. So anyway, let's see. Let's go down. I just want to look at some more because we can change the camera type, but this is mostly X4 stuff. Um, there we go. Here's the remote. I would really like to try the remote out. They're 150 bucks, but once again, it's something that you just kind of use once in a while. It's a lot of money to put down for something that you know. So you're riding your bike, you want a quick, clicker. Say, Elijah, buy an e-bike, will get in trouble if I order a 2,000-watt bike to my city. My law is 750 watts. No. Okay, Elijah, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know of very many bike police right now. Um, I think a lot of it is what the bike looks like. A lot of the complaints come from a bike that has no pedals. It doesn't look like a bike. It's really a Sauron, which is a motorcycle. I say that's where I would here. I'm going to moderate you, Elijah. But yeah, here let me put this up here. This is the chat, and here, let me move that over to the side here. But Elijah just asked, says he wants to buy an e-bike to get, he doesn't want to get in trouble. Most of the trouble also is going to come from what you do. Okay. So if you're a respectable rider and you tell people you're coming up on them, you don't buzz through them. And, it's really hard for people people got other problems to deal with. They don't want to deal with um, with with you. They'd rather catch a criminal or get drugs off the street or do act. So my advice to you, Elijah, is if you did, because 2,000-watt bikes are not that tough to buy. They're not super expensive anymore. You can get one for about $1,000. Okay, that's about where they're at. I would get a 750-watt bike that is a lot cheaper than that, and just settle for, because your biggest problem, if yeah, I would go 750/28 for sure. Most of the 750s will go faster than 28 miles an hour. You'll get 35 out of some of them, or 30 out of some of them. Okay, upper, 30, 31, 32. In the new 750s, they're actually ones that'll peak out at like 1,000 or 1,500 watts, single motor. So I would go that way. I'm telling you. Let me show you here. Let me get out of here and let me give you. This is where I would go if I was looking for a bike right now. Okay, right this very minute. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I would buy right now. If I was looking for something and I'm like in that 750 class, a little bit more than 750 class, I'll show you exactly what I've been looking at this puppy. I just have too many e-bikes right now. I got too many problems. That's a big problem. I got too many bikes. I do. Trying to get rid of if I can get rid of one, I can replace it, but I can't. Here's the one that really is exciting me. Okay. This bike. All right, here it is. You ready? You ready? Here it is. Bam. That is the bike I am freaking dying to own. Okay. It is about 700 bucks. It is 1,500 watt. Let's go ahead and get the color. So let's get the true. Make sure we get everything right. Um, get the right price. This is now you can get this now. This is the 48-volt model. Okay, this thing can be upgraded to a 54-volt or 52-volt bike. Okay, you can actually put a 52-volt and they'll get 30 miles an hour on it. And that thing looks hot. That is a nice looking bike. It does have pedals. And if you're a regular size rider, um, yeah, if you got instead of spending all your money, it says, I like I want an e-bike that goes up a hill with you. This will go up a hill. No question about it. If I was saying I'm a big rider, I'm over 250 pounds. I get on that bike, it'll take me up a hill. No question about it. Okay. If you get the 52-volt version, that is a difference because there's actually an option for a this one. I don't see the 52 volter here. I'm looking to see if I can find that. Um, because you can actually buy a battery, you can upgrade the battery. So, but the king would be 52 volts, but these are inexpensive. They're really, we see what this one is. If I can find yeah, these are 48. So, but this will peak out at 1,500 watts, and this would be fun. You would like it. You definitely would like that. I like the seat on this one. I like the frame. It's real like plain. Um, if this one has hydraulic brakes, bam, I'm on that. I just like it. It's hot. It's hot looking. You look freaking awesome riding down the street on that thing. They're selling a lot of these, and the price is really good. Okay. Um, I'm looking for I always look for a delivery price or for a shipping. That is $700 out of the box, mailed to you. And that, you get another $150 sometimes with the cost. But I mean, anyway, Tutio Seeker. I'll look. I don't know. I've never heard of that one. Let me do a there's so many bikes. Most of these are okay. All these bikes come from the same factory. All the parts come, and then they put them together in different. So they had different controllers. They put different tires on them. Like sometimes these bikes have the crappiest, cheapest tires on. They save $50 putting on crap tires. So I like when I bought my I'll show you. You know the bike. I got the S8, and that's 1,000-watt bike. Okay, you put both motors on, you're going to go uphill. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at this one. Let's see what this is. This is the Amyet. Yeah, we're back. We're now to um, if you want to go dual motor. Okay, you want to go dual motor. I like the Amyet's been really good for me. It's been brakes are solid. And it's 899. Oh, they got $100 shipping on it, so you got to watch out for that. Okay, so it's actually $900, so it's $1,000. But you've seen my bike. Um, the Amyet bike is really nice, 35 miles an hour, and this thing will haul you up a hill, lickety split, no question about it. So, um, I am a fan of this bike. I do like it. I think it's a bit heavy. It is a heavy bike. I'd say that would be the only thing I don't really enjoy about this bike specifically. Okay, so you got the Filoto H8. Um, let's see, filter Amazon Prime. Yeah, I will. Yeah, so filter Amazon Prime to look for that. Let me do search here. Okay, let's go. Let's look for I just want to see what you're looking at. It's so hard. I mean, um, let's see. There are just so many out there. All right. Um, yeah, there's too many. Yeah, I'm looking for other options for you. I also look at like resale value and where is it like a popular design? Boy, you can get you can get the 800 you can get these bikes like really just depending on what it is, pretty reasonable. It just depends. You got to really look at battery types, and there's a lot of ways they save money. I would say the best deal right now for a bike is this one. So if you're looking for the best value, this is the best value. Um, right here. That's the V9, the G60. Um, right there. Just sit upright. It's got dual suspension. It's 499 plus probably shipping. I don't know where the shipping is on here. I don't see a shipping. Um, yeah, 200. Yeah, 4 or 5. So it's 699. So yeah, that's what it runs. 699 if you buy. Um, but this is just a you know buzz around bike. This is um, but these guys got a these they're they're putting let's see what the battery is, 20 amp hour battery. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of miles out of that thing. You know, this is the single motor version of that bike. You know, I really, this is the plain black version, just really clean. Um, I like the headlights on these. I just don't know if I don't know the size of you as a rider. That's the thing, is if you're a certain size rider. But these will go 30 miles an hour, man. It keeps you right at that area where you're not going to get arrested, you know, assuming they're going to arrest you. If you're logged in, then it's free shipping for Amazon Prime sellers. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I usually will message them and tell them I'm a reviewer too, and they usually knock out. They usually, you know, send me a link and knock out some price. Um, but anyway, you know, I've got my anyway. We know that these bikes there's a personality with each one, you know, and you know the fat tire moto style bikes are really cool. I guys, I've had really great rides with these types of bikes right here. This is a you know that cool frame where the motor where the battery is shoved into the body. I really do like that. This thing's got a really nice look. It now if it needs to have hydraulic brakes, that's another thing. So I would look for that 20 amp hour battery, 799, and then let's see. Yeah, I'm just looking at the yeah. Yeah, so I'm just looking at, you know, what the yeah, so I'm gonna get $800. That's a good bike too. There you go. I'm kind of for some reason I kind of want this. Let's see if I can get I'm kind of wanting this orange color for some reason. I don't know if I'm just sick of black. The gray looks really good too. But I don't know anything about the company. I look at the type and then I look at the motors that they put in. Um I'll look you got to look at the reviews too. Is the shipping, is the bike coming to you because the Chinese resellers are doing a really good job at getting these bikes to you. They don't want them returned. They want you to 6 foot. Yeah. You're like the perfect size to ride just about any bike, Elijah. Okay. So I'm a huge, you can tell I just get excited when I light up when I look at bikes. This one looks fun. I like the rear suspension on it. I like that it's got the big 20 amp hour battery. That right there will give you a lot of ride time. Okay. Most of these bikes came with a 15 or a 14. This and the 20 really makes a 20-inch fat tire. This one has a rack on the back, so you can take that. I think you can take that rack off. Let me just see. Yeah, so you can take that rack off. If you don't like it, um, I love the rack because what I do with the rack is I put like you can put like a saddle bag on it or a wraparound bag, and then put some. You know, you can put your inflator in there or your water bottle or whatever you're going to carry, but you can hide it on that. Some people don't like the racks. I think they're great. I think to have that little tiny rack right there is just a nice addition that I think you know every I just think it's worth having, but you can take it off. You don't need to leave it on there. Okay, and then you got that you know the fender, and some people will take the fender off too, which I don't recommend either because if you want a back full of mud, this is not a very comfortable a seat to ride on. This I can already see that you're going to have to replace the seat probably. I do like that this is a foldable bike. Okay. So this will fold down nice and small. Handlebars go down. You can shove it in your car. Elijah, if you have a like a if you have a if you're going to shove this in a hatchback or a car, yeah, can I put my bike? I want one with a rack so I can put a milk crate. Yeah, absolutely. You saw the bike that I reviewed recently, Elijah. It's not cool like this one, okay? But here, let me go to my last video just so you can um see that really quick. All right. So this is the this is the review I put up about with the um. Oops, there we go. That's all right. Let's see that. There we go. Okay. Okay. So you see the freaking rack on that sucker. Okay. Okay. So this one's got some really nice. If you're a delivery driver, if you want to deliver some stuff, this thing will go. So this one is about 24. You're not going to get 30 out of this thing. This one is not as sexy as the other two, but this thing here, you're going to pay $1,000 for that bike. It's more popular because of the step through design. This thing folds down. That's so you're going to pay probably $200 or $300 less for the bike I showed you, and that one does have a rack. This one, it doesn't have that same suspension. You're gonna if you're gonna go on dirt paths with it, okay. But this you can easily stick a milk crate on there. There's no question about that. So when you look at and then at the very end here, I show you the foldability. This one doesn't. I when I did the folding part, so you can see how much space you got on there. Here, let me just shut that chat off for a second. But you see that right there? So a lot of great. And I went on a 9 mile ride with this, and I got my drone up and stuff. I threw my backpack in there, and it was a nice ride. I cruised, man. I wasn't going slow, and I the only thing I don't like about that is the throttle sucks. It's a left hand thumb throttle, and it has way too much movement. So I like I'd rather have the twist throttle, which I can hold down. You can put that thing into auto cruise. It does have that. But this one, I just want you to see how it fits in a vehicle. Okay, now watch this. You can see see how that comes out right there, and how fast that sets up. You know, bang. Take the battery out. You can see it's got the rack, that rack. Now but this one's not going to be as. This is gonna. It's in your price range, but a lot of people don't like step through. They think they look like girls' bikes or whatever. But look at how easy that thing folds down, and you throw it right in there. So I thought that was a to me that was something um worth worth looking at. But like I said, it's not sexy. If you're into sexy, you're into this, man. This is sexy. It's fun. If you're a young guy, frick, I'd ride that and then throw a crate on the back, like you're saying. Just, bolt it from the bottom. But, yeah. And this one you could, take the rack off and maybe set it up with some clamps. But I'm telling you, the other one, the regular seat bike, okay, when you start looking at these right here, you lose a lot of that store ability stuff. Okay. It's a much heavier bike. If you want to throw this in a car, you're going to be freaking getting a hernia because it's almost 100 pounds. Okay. You take the big battery off and now you're down to 80 pounds. So you're gonna now compromising, you get one with less stuff connected to it. Okay. And you go to those other bikes that I kind of started with. Okay, there's the Amiet. You get the stripped down Amiet. But this is dual motor, remember. This thing solves all those problems. You're 35. So if you have 1,300 bucks to spend, Amiet, easy. You're 1,200. That's shipping. That's with shipping, 899. Um, and they'll drop it off at your house. So okay. The BMX handlebars versus the low ones. That would be the other thing. Look at this lady. You see her riding position? You see how high those handlebars are? Okay, all your weight now is back. Okay, so what happens with this is when you have that riding position and you put your thumb throttle on, what happens is and then you put it in dual motor mode, it will spin out every single time. So what you want to do is get moving, get going, 25 miles an hour, and then click the second motor on, and bam, it's like a turbo boost up a hill. That's kind of how you ride it. Got to use a ramp for that. Yeah, pretty much. See, if I get when I get my bike, I want one with a rack so I can put milk. Yeah, so Yeah, I got you on that comment there. But I just want you to see different riders and what they look like on it. You see how, but this is a really comfortable riding position. If you're delivering stuff, yes, but this does not have a rack. You know, you can't put a milk crate on this thing. Okay, I'm gonna put down it's an e-bike, and then let's go e-bike, and I use eBay because eBay is it gives me a probably the best price at most times. Amazon will give me a really good price, but not necessarily you a good price. And these guys in eBay, you can wheel and deal, you can message them and stuff like that. But I'm going to say e-bike with let's see cargo. I'm going to look e-bike cargo and then see like you got these are the accessories that you can buy. Right here, here's another one. You notice that all the step through designs are giving you that cargo space because usually it's somebody hauling kids. There's another one that here's one right here. Here's one here. Here's a cool one. So let's look at the specs on this one. Luck keep. You've got a cargo rack. You got dual suspension. You got foldability. Um, what else we got on here? We got 1500 peak, 32 miles an hour, single motor. Um, what's our what's our battery at? Let's see what it does. It give us a battery 15 amp hour. I told you that. Do you see that? So that's what I'm telling you. When you get that smaller battery compartment, it usually is a 15 or a 14 amp hour battery. What does that equate to? Less riding time. It just depends. Do you have 20 miles to ride or do you have 5 miles to ride? If you got five, that's easy. Just charge it every day and night, you know? I like this. It's got the rack on it, about 900 bucks. Comes in a bunch of different colors. You can get it in different. Let's see, we got a blue color. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. Like that racing stripe in there. Got a good. It has a really nice light. Has a rear. Okay, if you're riding on the street, you want that rear freaking light. Once it gets dark and gets low, you want that. There, you got foldability. Rear rack. You now you can put your crate on it and then you have your rear light. Okay, that guys, that let's see what the handlebars are like. We got a twist throttle, I think. Let's see, is there a thumb throttle or a twist throttle on here? Look at the readout on that too. I like the display screen on this one. Let's see, headlight, horn, speed, hydraulic brakes. Yes. Um, I'm thinking it's a quarter twist throttle. I don't see a thumb throttle on it anywhere. So anyway, Luck Keep 1500 peak, 1500 peak watts. So all right. So anyway, you got like I said, you got a lot of like this thing is just going to be heavy. I'm just telling you that thing is going to be heavy. It looks heavy to me. I mean, I look at bikes and I see that kind of stuff. But look at this one. Look at this one right there. That one's like I said, scaled down, no label. Some people like that. Is that a 20? Let's see. Battery. I'm looking for the battery on it. I'd say this is a little high price for this. It's coming out of the same factory as probably the Amiet. That's probably an Amiet's battery. The batteries all come from the same factory. It's I forget what the name is, but all of the bikes, like three of the bikes that I bought had the uh, the Amiet thumb throttle. I like that. Sometimes the thumb throttles they're starting to put twist throttles on, but that can make your bike less. You know, there's a rear light. Completely generic. I like that. It's got the step down handlebars. Okay, you notice that this doesn't have the super high handlebars. That brings your that brings your riding down to this. Okay, so now you're more over the front wheel. Okay, so hey, how you doing, back RD FPV? Okay, back road RP. Okay, let me get. But yeah, we're talking bikes. We're trying to. Yeah, and if like I said, bam, you get the freaking camera on there, put it on your freaking helmet. Okay, put the GoPro on your backpack or get it up on underneath your helmet right there. So So anyway, I keep my eyes open for different things, um, in bikes that have a little bit. See, because you could buy your aftermarket, you can buy an aftermarket, battery, an add-on, um, but you don't. You get these combo designs. So you said you have a lot of. Look at that. That's cool. It's a freaking tricycle right there. Here's a combo. They call this a combo. $1,300. You got your moped seat. I don't like the way they've got that set up there. That looks overkill. That's massive. So there you go. This Jason. Let's see, 1,200 watt peak. These are usually reasonably priced. You got your new electronics, 699. Let's see, we got color choices. That's cool. There you go. You got your rear rack. You can change your seat out. 699 right there. Let's look at some of the specs. 28. This is a 28-mile-an-hour bike. Well, once again, you're not getting that speed you want. That you'll get with there's your foldability there. That's the advantage right there. You fold that sucker down. Folding pedals. Dual suspension. Let's see. Has it got, yeah, dual front and rear? No, this is only single. Yeah, just single suspension. Oh no, it's dual. It's got this little suspension pod there. So, hey, Brack RDFPB is in the house. Okay, let's get you moderated here, guys. I'm gonna be cutting it off here. We're about an hour into a stream. I did do a stream yesterday. I talked a little bit about the Pentenzic Atom. I might be doing a review on next soon. I haven't. I've heard from Pentenzic. I've talked to them. It seems like everything's a go, so we'll see if it shows up. So in the next couple of days, usually they're pretty quick at getting. Usually I get a notification when they send it out. They usually have to ask for permission to send it to me. They said they don't have a lot of review units, so I would be doing a just a drone review, not a comparison. Um, at least right away, that would be that way. But yeah, bike wise, 699 is a really standard price point right now for a really good bike. Um, let's see if I can find the battery that this thing says it comes with. They're not telling me the battery. Um, my guess is since the battery's in the body that it's a 1500 excuse me, 15. It's a 15 watt hour battery. So that's usually what these bikes have. But there's some fun ones. I like this design. I really do. You get best of both worlds. You got rack. Well, once again, this is a smaller battery and 48 volt. It just, you can buy two of these for the one that, the one you want to buy. So, but they're not as cool, as the moto bikes. The moto bikes are just fun. I told you, I showed you the one that I liked. If I were to buy a bike today, um, I've owned the Ridstar bikes. I've had two of these. I really like these bikes. 724 for a Ridstar, 1,200. They're worth every dollar. You get the one Ridstar bike I got. One went 30, and the other one they went faster than 48, or excuse me, than 28 miles an hour. They were 31. 48 volt, 50, yeah, 1,500 watt. Now that battery can be updated. You can get a bigger battery for it. Um, I would say these guys here put together a really good standard package, delivered well, looked great. So very happy with that bike too. Um, I'm sorry I haven't been able to find the bike that is in. There's another version. Let's go dual motor really quick and just dual motor e-bike just for fun. And then we're okay. Now we're at the Amiets. Um, I think price point wise. for what you're looking right now, the deal, it looks like Amiet is putting a for 8.99. Let's look at any other costs. Yeah, this is a really good 900 bucks. Dual motor, same bike I got. This one right here, you're going to pay $200 less than what I paid for mine. And that is a really good bike. Some people don't like the high handlebars, but what you can do if you don't like those, go buy some lower handlebars. Just retrofit them for yourself. Drop them down, for 15 bucks or 20 bucks, whatever they cost. Brakes are great on that bike. Tires sucked. I went through like three different tubes for that thing. Finally found a tube that didn't explode. So I'm here. I'm using leg power like a caveman. It's okay, Josh. You can use leg power. But yeah, you can tell I get excited about this topic. I really love e-bikes. I like cameras. I like drones. I like all this stuff. Guys, I still need to fly my flip this weekend. I got to fly my I've got to fly my Air. I got the Air 3S that still needs me to love it a little bit. So all righty, guys. I'm gonna call the stream at this point. Before we leave, let's see if I can gift out some memberships. I'm gonna check to see if I have the ability to do some membership gifting. Yes, I do. All right. So you guys that are with me today are going to get a chance to get a membership, have a little bit of fun with those little doodads that you can put onto your. You guys get these. You get these little icons you can put on there, and you get a little bit. You get a little bit extra fun. You can also uh, recognize other people, so it's really cool. So check it out. You don't have to buy anything, it's free. Okay. So I am going to gift out 5 memberships today to the next lucky 5. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's turn on our chat right here. And we just gifted out 5 right there. Okay, we've got Randy hiding in the stream. Rigger Brew. All right. Drone Delirium gets another one, and Lambo is hiding in the background. Hey Lambo, how you doing? Jose Bronco in the house. Okay. So you guys got some fun memberships. Enjoy that. It is a little bit of fun. Um, so it is kind of a nice little fun perk that we throw at you guys for hanging out with us. I'm trying to think of where the best place to. I don't know if I should put. I'm trying to find a better place to put my. Maybe draw it out this way, make it shorter. And anyway, I just cut off the. I really all I really want is your names popping in there. Okay, kind of. You got messages that'll come up um, on. There we go. We can do that. Make them a little bit smaller. Yeah. So anyway, you guys got my recommendations for that. I am switching over to a different camera. I am going to be, guys. I am for sure doing a camera switch. Um, I will, and there's reasons for that. I told you that the Insta360 camera, the Ace Pro 2 or the Ace Pro, I just like the vertical mount, and you can basically flip open the screen. So when the guys, I ride bikes a lot, and when I want to watch the screen, all I got to do is flip it up. And then when I'm vlogging, I can do that. When I want to be able to see it on the bike, I just flip it up once again, so I can see what I'm recording. Um, and that really helps. Otherwise, I got to get my phone out and connect it. So there's a lot of really cool things that you can do for vertical. You got the Leica, you got consistency, um, you got consistency of the camera. So I'm going to go there. These guys have been good to me. DJI has never done anything for me when it comes to the cameras. And Insta360 was good to my channel, and I am going to be good back. I'm going to give them some love because I can guarantee what they've got to offer is going to be worth the switch. So that being said, I am out of here. Thanks for joining me today. Thank you guys for being part of Dirt Rap. And if you hear the music, you know that means that we're heading out. Later. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. And we're out of here.